It's Kent with MrTruck.com here at the 2025 NATDA trailer show. And we're looking for all the cool products, and we keep finding them. And what we're doing now is Altor Icon locks. And they got some new news. It's about a gooseneck lock. First one they've had. I'm excited about it because there's not very many really good gooseneck locks. So I'm talking to Dylan. He knows everything about them, and he's going to explain everything about their products, and we'll review them. Okay, Dylan, show us all your cool locks.
All right, so right here we got our new Icon trailer lock for Ram gooseneck couplers. You know, it works very similar to our bumper pull couplers where, you know, I'll put the key in here, I just unlock. But, you know, it works very similar to bumper pull where you just put the key in the bottom here. All the same security as our bumper pull couplers, the same lock mechanism and everything, right? It's just designed to slide onto these gooseneck coupler heads.
That's great. We've been waiting for a gooseneck lock.
Yeah, this is something we've been working on for a while. We're really glad to announce it at this year's NATDA show. You know, we got most of our gooseneck models are going to look just like this one. We just have different models to fit the different types of couplers. All of them, like if we make one for the Ram, it'll fit both the Ram round and square, so you don't got to worry about that.
Oh, good, good.
The only one that looks a little different is this one over here, which is for the new Demco gooseneck couplers that, you know, as you'll see in a second here, you know, they're such a unique shape compared to any other gooseneck. We kind of had to make something where
got a little tiny lip on it.
Yeah, it fits really tightly, and it was the only way to get the you know, the level of security we demand of our product. So,
oh, that's awesome.
Again, similar, you know, it works. You can see the lock mechanism, pretty similar to bumper pull. They all come with a cap similar to the bumper pull locks.
Right.
We just got them off because we're taking them on and off at the show so much this week.
Well, sure. And then too, you've got the set bolts.
Yes,
special lock for that because, you know, you don't want people just to bring their own pin and steal them.
Yeah, so this is our new set bolt lock. We're just debuting this for the first time at this year's NATDA show. The way this works, you know, is again, we got the same key, a very similar mechanism. This is 3D printed because it's so new. You know, it's patent pending. But you know, it's gonna stick your lock in, your key in, you turn it, you pull this out. This plug is all stainless steel on the final version, which we're gonna have soon. We'll be debuting the final version of this at SEMA show this year, and we'll have these available in early 2026.
Awesome.
But the way this works is, you know, inside of here, you still got your set bolt and your nut that goes on here. And basically you would back this nut off all the way onto the set screw. You get a square drive socket. You tighten the set bolt to your, you know, as tight as you can. And then you're gonna come in with a, I think it's a 1 1/8 deep socket. And then you got to tighten this nut down, and then, you know, that is going to be pinching this against the tube, and then you can just slide in this stainless steel plug, which goes in. And by the way, this is a hardened steel lock body on the final version of this.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
But it just has this one little screw here that makes so this doesn't spin. You just line up with this groove at the bottom, and that just slides in like that and unlocks. And then of course we do include this rubber cap that will just press into here, and that's going to keep any, you know, dirt, debris out of there, and a lot of your moisture.
Well, that's cool. So the big secret of this, since you're doing one, is to make that one that's in there like super tight, so people can't just, you know, unscrew one and slide it, because usually when they go in there, they have a little nipple on the end of that bolt, and it puts a dent in the inside shaft, make it really secure.
Yeah.
So that should actually keep these on there by just doing one nut or one set block.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's next? We going into the bumper pulls, or?
Yeah, if we come over here, you know, this is our new lock. Again, it's using a similar casting to the gooseneck, but this is our one for the pintle rings, or lunette rings they call them some places.
Yeah.
So again, it works very similar to other locks. This part on here is 3D printed on this prototype version, but we're gonna make one for the 2.5-inch pintles, one for the 3-inch pintles, and that just slides on like that.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure everyone's wondering.
Looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead.
Wondering, what the heck is this thing?
Oh yes. I forgot about that.
This is our new channel mount lock.
Oh yes, I see
Works
that.
kind of similar to how the set bolt lock we just went over is.
Yeah.
You got a nut plate on this side.
That's a recess, so it won't turn.
You got this piece over here. It's a hardened steel block. So if you hit this with any kind of hammer, it's angled like this. If you hit it with a hammer or anything, that's going to slide right off. It's hardened steel, so it's going to have all your same saw resistance and drilling resistance. This is going to be the bumper pull locks I meant to mention. Those are our Icon line. The set bolt, and this is our new Halo series, we're calling it. So this is the Halo set bolt lock, Halo channel mount lock. This is the Halo set bolt lock we just showed. But similarly, there's again another little stainless steel plug lock we make that, and we can look over here at this cutaway version.
Oh,
the way this works is, you put a nut in the nut plate, and you would screw this top screw in, which would then tighten down here. And then after you have that in, you can put your socket in here on the bolt and through the lock, and then tighten that down. And then once that's down, and you insert, I can actually just do it because it's probably a little easier. But you see, you'll be able to put the socket in here on extension, tighten that down. Once you got this one tight, and then you put the lock on it, tighten this one down. You just put this in, and it's in there.
Well, that's cool. So they'd have a hard time beating it off with a hammer. How about power tools?
So this is going to have all your Sawzall resistance and drill resistance. When we did our customer research, the angle grinders to be as much of a concern here, right? Also, this would be pretty hard to angle grind inherently because it's so thick. Yeah. Also, the channel would be on the back side of these. A lot of times, this is on an angle for the A-frame,
right?
So it'd be really hard to get in the back side. It's kind of hard to get in here inherently with our lock with a grinder. We are making a version also that is more grinder resistant, but this is kind of the main version of it. Also, another cool feature of these is this is chamfered right here on both of these, as well as on the nut plates.
Okay.
And the purpose of that is some of their products in the market, they sell two versions or a spacer kit because some of the channels, and again, this display stand is just simulating a channel, but some channels, they're welded on the very back of it. Some are welded more on the sides. So this is designed to be one size fits all. It'll fit any channel on the market because how it's welded is not going to matter with this product.
Well, that's cool because that's the thing. If you got a commercial trailer with an adjustable C channel, you need to be able to lock it on so they don't unbolt that. But that's cool. Yeah. So you got it to where these are all into a recession.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to what the weight distributing hitch is attached. That's awesome. Well, that's cool. I mean, we're kind of covering all the bases now, so now you can complete protection for all your trailers.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, you got something new.
We got one other last thing we're showing off of the show this year. This is the new Gen Y Guardian by Altor. So, you can see it's a cool collaboration we've been working on with Gen Y for about a year now. You can see you got both our logos on there. This fits all of the Gen Y snap latch gooseneck products. That's going to be the Viking, the Spartan, and the Executive gooseneck. It works similar to all of other locks. It does come with a really cool red cap. Again, it's co-brand of Gen Y. But again, you put the key in here, which there we go. You can see this is a 3D print of it. We're going to have the cast one wasn't ready for the show. But you can see it's a lock really designed to fit this really nice and tightly, specifically designed and engineered for the Gen Y snap latch gooseneck products.
Oh, that is cool.
So
that's good. Now you got something for everybody.
Yeah.
About all the different trailer brands and different couplers.
Yeah.
You're on top of things, Dylan. On top. Well, this is cool. It was good seeing you at the big show, and then you're going to be at some other shows.
Yes.
We'll video whenever we can, wherever you're hanging out. But yeah, it's awesome. I use all mine. But now you got the goosenecks covered. This is exciting. I love it. The goosenecks were the final frontier. There's not that many people making really good gooseneck locks, and that's what this is going to do. Yeah, and I'm going to go put one on a trailer when I get home. Be this puppy here, and we'll be all set. We will be safe. Well, thanks, Dylan.
Thank you, Mr. Truck.
Good to seeing you again. Nashville, Tennessee.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv. We'll be right back.
it's the first truly power tool resistant trailer lock. It resists angle grinders up to 5 inches, sawzalls, drill bits, even sawzalls of carbide tip blades. So this is a alloy steel that we cast in an investment casting process, then it goes through a quench and temper heat treating process. And what that does is that makes the steel actually about 5 times harder. But you know, the key, this, by the way, this is a high security disc detainer key that we you know, designed and made ourselves.
That's good.
We have sent it to Lockpicking Lawyer on YouTube, and it was designed so that there's no pick on the market for this lock. And then once you put it in, you just turn it. The lock body drops down like this.
Oh yeah.
And then you just slide it right off. This is, besides being cast steel, this is double coated. So it gives you extra corrosion resistance, has an epoxy e-coat, and then a powder coat over it.
Yeah, and because it looks so massive, a lot of them will see that and say, oh hell no, I don't got that much time. It's bulletproof. So one last test we're gonna do with an angle grinder. This angle grinder is what most thieves will pick up first. And this is a portable cordless Bauer 20 volt, 5 amp hour, which is a long time. We got a 4.5 inch disc. This thing will do 7,000 RPM. And it's made for steel and stainless steel. It's a cutoff wheel. We'll see how much damage we can do to this here bulletproof lock from Icon. Now, as you can see, I've gone up to where this plate is that screws the wheel on, and I'm out of wheel. And you can see I cut it 2 times. I'm done. I can't go any further than that. But, you know, judging by where we're at, you would have to cut on this all day long to get chunks out, and you have to cut all these chunks out so you can get anywhere near the middle. And we're talking about hours, and I don't know how many batteries. This one here is a big one, but you can see those cuts. And you know, it is, I mean, if you spend the rest of the day here, you can probably cut in deep enough, but you're gonna have to cut out several sections of this beehive, because that's just 2 of them. You're gonna have to cut top and then bottom, and cut top and bottom out of several of these. And even got little short ones in here too to make it a pain in the butt. So you're gonna have to cut out a big section just to get to where you're pounding in there. And then you're gonna have to cut a big section out of the middle part to get to where the lock is, the stainless steel pin. I mean, this is, you know, just think about that. If you're a thief walking around with your little cordless grinder, you're gonna spend the rest of the day trying to get the damn lock off. So I don't think that this is what's gonna work for the thieves out there. I think this will protect your valuable trailer and all the possessions that are on the trailer. I like it. I can't hurt the thing. I mean, I don't have another 2 or 3 hours just to sit here and play with it, because I think it's pretty darn tough.